What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. Okay, let's talk about vouchers. Vouchers, currently going on Hive Engine for $2.17. For the foreseeable future, they will continue to be airdropped at a rate of 20,000 per day. Now, we know there's utility coming to vouchers. We know there'll be added utility, I should say, coming to vouchers. I want to start this video off saying, first and foremost, that I love the idea of vouchers. I think that they were game-changing, literally game-changing, and it's a phenomenal way to, one, add value to SPS, and two, reward those who are investing into the game and specifically the game's governance, right? So, because here's the thing, once the airdrop ends, the only way that you get vouchers and the only way that you get SPS is by buying it. So again, so much is going to happen after the airdrop ends, but well, this is not about the airdrop. This is about the vouchers. So I just made a video about what the general sale taught us. And let's go back here again to the general sale. Oh, looks like I got a tournament. I'll hop into that later. So we're sitting still at 6.5, coming close to 6.6 million packs sold. What was the whole premise of vouchers? The idea that made vouchers popular, that people flipped around for, because people didn't like vouchers at first, and then as soon as talk of the sale going completely out in one day, that vouchers, well, this is exactly what vouchers were needed for, right? We definitely need vouchers. The truth is we didn't. The truth is we didn't, in a sense. People thought that the whales were going to come in and scoop everything up. And the fact of the matter is 48 hours later, the whales have not scooped up anything. So this begs the question then, what purpose do the vouchers serve, and can we expect them to continue serving that purpose in the future? Now, this is not to talk about the added utility that will be coming to vouchers, which will add utility to SPS. Right now, the only utility that vouchers have served, at least before the general sale, was early access to packs. Now, I know the team wants to do pre-sale. I know that they want to. It makes sense, and I think vouchers will continue to be that, right? But there was this ongoing narrative halfway through the pre-sale or during phase 2 talking about how vouchers, we're going to meter out the sale so that we wouldn't sell out and have cards flood the market and all these things, all these fears that would happen once the general sale was going to hit. And none of those things came. And I just want to call that out. I'm just taking a minute to call that out because I was one of those people saying it too, right? I was one of those people saying like, well, this is why we should have had vouchers all the way through. Well, truth of the matter is we were wrong. I was wrong. There was no crazy buy up of this. And that doesn't mean that we can't have that in the future. Keep in mind, Rift Watchers is going to be significantly less, only about 20% of the packs. It is a mini edition, right? So there's only going to be 3 million packs as opposed to the 15 million for Chaos Legion. So that definitely has a chance to sell out quickly. And I can see vouchers being used for it in that way. So they will have that utility. But as we look back, right, and I'm trying to do an honest reflection on what has happened in the last 4 months since Chaos Legion was even announced in September. One of the big things that we got wrong was that vouchers were needed to meter things out, that card prices would completely fall through the ground, and all of the whales would come in and buy. And that didn't happen, and I think it's important to call that out. That didn't happen, and I think it's important to call it out. That doesn't mean that it can't happen in the future, but I do wonder if this does kind of leave a little bit of a sour taste of like, well, vouchers were pushed, and they shouldn't have been, right? So what I'm trying to bring attention to in this video is is what do we expect from vouchers in the future? What can we expect? And maybe as a community, what can we brainstorm? Not that the team needs us, but just in case, there's always feedback, .splinterlands.com, whatever the website is. What are some areas in which vouchers can be utilized in a better sense, or if there is a better way to go about the pre-sale? Because it just feels to me like we came out of this and the whole narrative was completely off. Again, I'm reiterating, I love the idea of vouchers. I really, really do. And maybe what ended up happening was the fact that we just, like, 15 million packs is just too big of an amount, or too large of an amount for where the community size, or like the daily active player base, is right now. And as we go into Rift Watchers, the reason I'm bringing this up, okay, is because Aggie is saying, or Agrod is saying, that he wants vouchers for 80 to 100%, right, of Rift Watchers. But he's also said on multiple occasions that it's not always up to him, and he doesn't always win those battles. So I don't know who he's fighting against. There is a board that he mentioned. I don't know who is giving the counter argument to Agrod. But I would say that the data somewhat suggests that the vouchers being used to meter things out for Chaos Legion wasn't really necessary, right? So as we go into, as we kind of phase out of Chaos Legion and start looking ahead to Rift Watchers, my thought process now is, and Agro, if you're watching this is not on your ability to win or lose an argument. It's more on, well, is there an argument even to be made to meter out an entire release? Granted, again, Rift Watchers is going to be a lot smaller, but will vouchers only be a pre-sale thing in the future? Do you guys want to understand what I'm saying? Because there's no other need for them to be metered out. Rift Watchers is going to be significantly smaller, so that's not the best example. But after Rift Watchers, we do know Rebellion is going to be around the corner, and I don't know if that's something for this year. Most likely next year, if they're going to be on kind of like a yearly cycle for main expansions. But here's the thing: if Chaos Legion lasts even longer than that, it could be a while until we see Rebellion come out. So this is just what I've been pondering on today. Like I said, I'm just trying to do a full 360 on what we learned from the Chaos Legion General Sale. And it seems as though with where the community is at right now, community size, I should say, and a lot of the narratives that were going around, like we were just off, and it's fine. Like hopefully nobody got hurt by that. There was a lot of hype and FOMO, and that's going to happen around any kind of project, any kind of major release. But we're in a good spot now, and I can appreciate that for what it is. My thought process is always just looking to the future, right? And it's not because I want to sell my vouchers or I want to buy vouchers because I think they're overvalued or undervalued. I'm just trying to look at what happened with Chaos Legion and how can we expect, or what can we expect, I should say, moving forward, because I feel like the argument for metering things out isn't as high, it isn't as strong as it once was. And again, Rift Watchers may not be the best example, but I can see, and this is all speculation here, I can see the counter argument to say there is absolutely no need for Rift Watchers to be metered, right? For Rift Watchers to be as high as 80 to 100%. Maybe they just do the first 20% like they did, or not 20%, but first 500K or first million, whatever it is, which in a sense will make vouchers even more rare, I guess, in some instances, because if there are potential airdrops or benefits, then you do want to be stacking your vouchers for that, right? But again, vouchers still have utility right now. As long as they remain under $4, they give you essentially discounted packs if you are buying them off of the market. If you are getting them airdropped to you, then it's giving you a value of $2.17, and you can either sell that or use it to get extra packs when you go in and buy. But would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. It's just another thing that the community, and I would say even the team, I guess got wrong in terms of evaluating the size and the hunger of the community. And I know I've been getting a lot of comments on this about, well, if the market were in a different place, then such and such maybe would have sold out. Well, true, but the market's not there, so we got to deal with we got to deal with reality. And here's the harsh truth of it is, at the end of the day, this is a game, right? And the whole narrative behind crypto gaming and NFT gaming is that it bucks the trend. So far, we have bucked the trend in very, very small doses. But overall, and it's not just Splinterlands, but even Axie, right? Overall, we are very much following the crypto trend whenever liquidity pumps into the market and liquidity is sucked out of the market. So we're not at a point where we can be big enough to say that it shouldn't matter. So it does matter, but that's not where we're trying to be, right? This and Splinterlands and every other NFT game out there is trying to be a game that can stand alone. Like, nobody stops playing Fortnite because the market crashes, right? Again, I'm just speaking theoretically, but that would essentially be where we're trying to go. So, okay, I went into a little bit of a diversion at the end there. Would love to hear your thoughts on where we can expect vouchers to be utilized in the future. I know utility is coming. I love their implementation for kind of a pre-sale thing, but I really see the argument against potentially metering out any kind of future packs. Again, this all depends on how quickly the game grows and how vertical the game grows as well in terms of its size and player base. It did a tremendous, there was 8,000 people playing. There were 8,000 people playing in July of last year. And we're at, I think, 300,000 daily active users now. We peaked out at like 500,000 daily active users, I believe, a couple months ago. So there's potential for this to grow, and there's advertising and all of that coming. But as we can see here, it's just, like I said, it just has me thinking about, okay, we got this wrong. How will that information and data be taken and used in the future? So that's all I got for you guys in this video today. I'm doing a lot of reflection and pondering. So if that's how these videos are coming out, then that's how they're coming out. I will catch you all in the next video. I will see you around the game. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day.